Okay, good morning, good morning. Again, guys, let me know if you're able to hear me okay in the chat. Testing, testing, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Again, good morning, everyone. Please let me know if you're able to hear me okay. Okay, we got a few minutes until news comes out for the dollar. It is flash PMI for the news. Again, guys, PMI is the Purchasing Managers Index. All right. It's a leading indicator of economic health. All right, businesses react quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of the economy. All right, so they survey about 800 purchasing managers, and they ask them to respond to the rate relative level of business conditions, including employment, production, new orders, prices, supplier deliveries, and inventories. Basically, if this result, is above 50, that indicates industry expansion and the economy is doing good. If it's below 50, that indicates contraction and the economy is doing bad. So the expectations right now, guys, are they expect PMI to go up from the previous month, right? So it was 49.4 before. They're expecting it to go up to 49.8. So they're expecting it to be higher, which would be a good thing, showing that the economy is expanding, all right, or is having expansion. So we'll see in about 5 minutes, what that'll be like. But for the service, that's for the manufacturing PMI. But for the services PMI, again, both of these are coming out at the same time. They're expecting that to go lower from 56.8 to 56.4. But again, that's still above 50, right? So even if it comes out to 50 anything, that should be looked at as a good thing for the economy. All right, guys. So again, a lot of businesses have insight as to, how things are going with the economy. If you have a business, you know whether or not you're paying more for, your products, you're having to charge your customers more. You know if you're getting more customers, losing more customers, because of the way the economy is shaping, right? So it's all, a bit tattletale of, what's going on. It's like the inside scoop, right, if you will. So 5 minutes on the clock until the news comes out for that. So again, manufacturing, they're expecting it to go up. But if it's still below 50, that may be bad, right? So we don't really know how, this is going to turn out. But as we look at the charts on the dollar right now, guys, the dollar is bearish. It's super bearish. All right, from this 4-hour time frame to the 2-hour time frame. And if we look at it on the daily, all right, really quick, it's still, still looks bullish, right, from here, because we haven't officially really gotten below this low. I mean, we just did, but we haven't really had a deep pullback or anything. But regardless, we're getting these lower highs. So I'm expecting the dollar to fall. But because we're at the support level, we could also get it to rise. So it's a little bit mixed, if you will, in the crossroad. All right, but as we get down to the 2-hour, you guys can see that it looks way more bearish, right, on the structure from when we look at the high, we start going and making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? To now we're at a lower high and we could definitely fall. So things look really good. Honestly, for the dollar to fall, right? I expect it to basically just go just like this, right? Because we've already broken a low here, right? Right about there. And this is our lower high. This is our lower low, right? So we're creating this lower high. What we might do is just push up into this fair value gap. And again, this is a level of supply. And then maybe we'll drop from there, right? So, we'll see in the next 4 minutes, all right, as, we get ready for news, all right? But with the dollar looking bearish, guys, we're going to take a look at some of our majors really quick. All right, odd dollar looks bullish. All right, it's just simply what it is. Giving uptrend market structure. We had a break of structure here. We got the pullback, tapping into a fair value gap. I think we're going to rise. Going to get a quick alert on that. All right. So again, I expect all of these to rise. There's EU. All right, also looking bullish. All right, uptrend market structure. We got the run. We got the pullback. So I'm expecting the run. All right. Pound dollar also looks bullish. Okay. And New Zealand dollar looks bullish. So I'm looking at it from the 2 hour, but if we go to like, the daily or the 4 hour, you guys can really see, we got a bit of inverted head and shoulders here, right? We just broke the neckline. So again, there's great potential or possibility for us to get up to this level of resistance. All right, 3 minutes left on the clock. All right, so here it is, guys. What we're doing, right? Because again, you guys come here to learn, how to trade economic news. So the very first thing that you must know is, what pair you're trading, right? And if the economic news that's coming out even affects that pair. In this case, if you're trading the majors, right? There's dollar economic news coming out. So the dollar is in each 7 of these pairs. So that's first. Second, you need to determine what is the trend of that particular pair. So if we're talking the dollar base, I mean the non-dollar base, then we're saying that we're in an uptrend. And if we're talking the dollar base, we're most likely somewhat in a downtrend, right? So dollar CAD is still consolidating, dollar CHF is in a downtrend, and dollar JPY is a little mixed, all right? It's in between. But once you find the trend, you're looking to see what the news results come out to be. So sometimes, like right now, I want to buy, odd dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, New Zealand dollar to kind of beat, get ahead of the news, right? We got 2 minutes left, right? So to get ahead of the news, that way, if the news result comes out bad, I'm already in a buy, right? That'll cause the dollar to go down, and the correlation between the dollar and these non-dollar based pairs, again, the dollar being on the right, the counter currency, if it's weak or falling, it'll cause the odd dollar to rise. And we're already in a uptrend. So again, try to take advantage of that, but it's best, right? That's a risk you can take, right? Sometimes it plays out really good because typically the chart always tells you what's going to happen anyway. All right. But um, you know, there could be something that the news could cause the dollar to be positive, and that would cause the odd dollar to fall, right? And we're kind of getting you can't see downtrend structure here, but that doesn't really matter, right? If the news is really good, it will cause this pair to drop as well as the other pair. So that's kind of why you don't really want to get into it before news, right? You want to see what the results of news is first. And then let's just say this rises up and it takes off. Well, then you're going to wait for that pullback, right? You're not going to have fear of missing out. Once you get that pullback, then you'll be looking to get in, to catch it going up because you know what the results are now, right? And you didn't get, slapped around while the results were coming out. All right, we got 30 seconds on the clock. So we're going to know pretty soon here, guys, what's going on. All right. Okay, 0, 1. All right, so we should start seeing some movement. And there we go. Dollar's already falling. Okay. And just as expected. So we're going to let it do its dance right now. But at 9:50, right, we'll see, what really happens. Let's get down to the 5 minute. Okay, you guys can see this in real time. Okay, just keep setting some alerts as we go lower and lower, but it was already set up to fall. Okay, and that's what I'm getting at. So news results came out for the manufacturing PMI. It came out 50.1, so that came out higher, which is good. All right, so the services PMI came out to 52.8, which is lower than what they expected at 56.4, but it's showing as bad even though it's still above 50. So this is, a little confusing, right, with the way that these are supposed to be represented, right? 50, anything over 50 is good, and both results are over 50. So the dollar should be rising, but as you guys can see, right now it's, it did a drop, and now it's doing a little bit of a rise. And this is why we just wait, right? Because that initial reaction is going to go, up and down, until it really, finishes, right? And it says, okay, this is what it really is. And, we'll see that. All right. But just going to hang tight and look at those, or look at the dollar for a little bit. Okay. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, now is a good time to ask. If there's any particular pair you want to look at, let me know. Okay, guys, don't forget. Well, I mean, we got news now, so we know what the results are. Currently, the dollar is falling. So let's take a look at our majors. Okay, and just like that, we have our odd dollar rising. Okay, we have euro dollar rising, pound dollar rising, and New Zealand dollar rising. Again, they all were already looking bullish, and news just kind of, kept it that way so far. Dollar CAD hasn't really done anything. Dollar CHF, all right, again, it looks mixed. All right, so it's not super bearish because we started getting these equal lows respecting this demand area to the left. So it looks like we have a double bottom here, and that we could rise up. All right, so the dollar could rise on this. And looking at dollar JPY, we kind of got that same MO. All right, where we got, we came down like this, and then we had price failing to get below this low. So now we rose up, but we're at resistance. So again, we're stuck, all right, if you will, trying to determine which way this is going to go. So this is where alerts are your best friend to give you an idea on what direction it's headed, when it gets hit. All right, so make sure you know how to set alerts and you place them so that you know when price is moving. That's what that's all about. All right, again, looking at the dollar. Let's take a quick look at gold. All right, silver is falling. All right, so this looks promising to continue falling, but we're very near the support area. So we could either get one of these and then we may bounce up from here. All right. Again, typically if the dollar falls, something like silver would rise, and we are at a fair value gap for the moment. So we may just reject this area and start rising also. So we got to be careful about that. And, just kind of wait till the coast is clear. So we are at 50. It's been 5 minutes. Let's go and take another look at the dollar and just kind of see what it's showing us. All right, go really quick at resistance and it's falling, but it's doing it very slowly, right? Typically when we have news, we have a lot of quick and fast movement and pretty volatile movement. All right, I like gold right now for a sell. I really do. All right, yep, because we got a nice trend line break right here. And we just retested that trend line, guys. I'm going to take a sell on gold. And I'll place my stop right above this swing point here. All right, this is the current swing, so it's not ideal. All right, what we would want to do is get it behind a previous swing, which looks like we're, right at it. So above that red supply area is where we want to put it, but I really like it with this position here. All right, so what we have again is a double top sitting at a resistance area, right? That's your double top, right? Boom, looks like the letter M. We broke the neckline right here, all right? We pushed down, made our new low. So we had a change of character on the break of the trend line. We had a change of character breaking this low right here, all right? And we made the new low. So a double top is a bearish reversal pattern. We got the break, we got the retest, not only of the trend line, but the area, the low that we broke. All right. Massive wick rejection. All right, guys, I sold gold. I can probably get away with this tight stop right above this wick. But again, there's supply that's sitting in here that we didn't really quite touch. So we might go up to that to touch it and then fall. All right, as we're in the pullback phase on gold right now. So again, you guys don't have to sell it right now. You can set a limit order right around 27.82, right? So sell limit, and then you can place your stop loss a little bit higher, right? And then you can go for the gusto on your take profit. All right, so I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. You guys can see here's our level of support, right? This is the lowest price got to before it started rising. So if we fall, this is most likely where it's going to get to, the lowest point it's going to get to before it starts rising again. All right, but I'm going to put my take profit on. All right, and for my sell limit, I'll also put my take profit in that area. But currently I'm in a sell on gold. All right, guys, and that is for the market structure that I see on the 5-minute time frame. And it looks like we're going to be in profit pretty soon, but time will tell. So just getting a few more alerts set. And then looking at the dollar is still falling at the moment. Okay, now typically gold will rise when the dollar falls. So it doesn't seem ideal that I'm selling gold, right? But I don't, I go with what the charts show me, right? I know when correlation is good, right, to use, but in this case, gold just looks very bearish. Of course, it can still rise, but I like it for the fall. All right, so here's my alerts going off. This is the beauty of, setting alerts. I'm looking at the dollar, but I'm able to tell what's going on with gold by setting that alert. Again, I could have named it whatever I wanted to, right, to say certain things, but all I really need to pay attention to is the price, right? So if gold is at 2777, right, if I click on it here, I know that I got in gold at 2777, right? So I'm basically at where price is, But after my alerts start getting hit and I read the numbers, I'll know if it's going lower or higher. But more than anything, I know that I put a lot of alerts below price because I want to know if it's falling. So if I get any alerts, I know gold is falling and I'm making money. All right, guys, but there it is. I will give you guys this play in the chat right now. So gold is a sell now. Okay, your entry price was 2777. What a lucky number. All right. Stop loss is 2785. Okay, and that's for and take profit is 2738. So that is a $7 move on gold for your stop loss. That's 70 pips. And then we're looking at a 38.39 point or dollar move on gold for your take profit. That's 390 pips to the downside. Okay, just going to set some more alerts. Let's look at our majors again. All right, and they are still rising. So most likely dollar still falling, and it is. And we're getting a bit of a evening star right here, guys. All right, so Google evening star really quick and you'll see exactly what that means in trading. All right, not necessarily Forex, right, but in trading in general. Right, that evening star is a bearish reversal pattern, right? In this case we're already going down, so this, just lines up with the direction that we're already in. All right, it's not, you know being a reversal at this point. It's just being a continuation. So as this falls again, guys, pairs like these, we want to buy them, and it looks good now. So what I really want to do is just wait for the next 2 minutes. If this candle closes with the body of it below this one, then we have an official evening star and the dollar should continue to fall. All right, so with that, I will buy the euro dollar, all right, because it is the one that is correlated the most with the dollar, right? So when the dollar falls, this rises. Okay, we have resistance right here where if we do buy it, we'll end up with about 42 pips. But if we look at it on a higher time frame, we can potentially get, higher than that. All right, because we are starting to reverse on the euro dollar. You guys can see that, right? Big move down, a bit of a head and shoulders, double top, triple top down here. I'm sorry, triple bottom, or head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. And now we've just broken above this resistance area, so it's acting as support, but we can easily kind of blast off out of here to again rise. All right, so going to get some alerts on EU, and again just 2 minutes left on the clock for the dollar. All right, 1 minute and 40 something seconds, and then we'll look to take EU. And again, gold can potentially still rise. So, keep that in mind if you guys were, on the fence about selling it, right? I just like what I see from resistance, the break of the trend line, and the retest of it with the wick. But again, we tapped into demand, right? And we didn't really break below these lows to really kind of make it official, right? This is just an initial little change of character, right? It's not a downtrend yet, right? So all we have is a high and a low, and a potential lower high, right? But we don't have it official yet. And what we really want is high, low, lower high, and then a lower low, right? If we can get this, then we have our lightning bolt, all right? And that is your official start of a downtrend. Okay, indices have risen, all right, and that lines up with the dollar falling. So we may have an opportunity to buy these. All right, our time may be up. It is. All right, so we started another 15-minute candle. This candle on the previous 15-minute candle is completely bearish with mostly body, almost no wick on the bottom, even though we do have a little. But guys, you can see how it looks like we're just going to fall on the dollar. All right, so there's our trend line. Okay, and there's the break of a low right here. All right, so it's acting as resistance. Here's the area that we came from before we ended up breaking that low. All right, so there's our supply. Here's the fair value gap that it may want to retest to balance out. All right, price from the aggressive selling. All right, so what's expected is one of these and then one of these. All right, but overall the dollar definitely seems bearish. So guys, look, 2776, I know that I got in at 2777, so I'm in profit about 10 pips, right? And gold is falling. So if we go take a look, there it is. I see green. Okay, again, you guys have that play. If you don't want to take it in your live, please take it in your demo account so you can at least see the possibilities. Okay, and again, if you guys are wanting to learn more about Forex, please check me out at forexwithbain.com. I'll throw it in I'll throw it in the chat, and you guys can visit that site to join the Discord and really get the education you seek. Okay, I know this stuff seems difficult, okay, and there's numbers of reasons for that, but I promise you I will demystify all of those difficult things or things that you think is difficult, and put it in layman's terms so that you can understand it. All right, so check me out, forexwithbain.com, and let me know. All right, so here we'll go ahead and buy euro dollar, and we'll place our stop. Yep, that looks good, and we'll aim for a 1 to 2. Okay, there we go, 33 pips for 78. Might as well make it a cool 80. And there we go, guys, we are in profit on euro dollar. We will set some alerts to let us know that we're in more profit. All right, but for right now, any of the non-dollar based pairs, you can buy them. All right, and I'll show you right now. Right, so dollar is rising. Okay, just perfect market structure to the upside. Okay, and there's the alert on it right on time. Okay, euro dollar, we bought it, we are in profit, it is rising. Okay, the alerts are probably going to go off pretty soon on euro dollar. All right, pound dollar has already rose during this time, right, and we're getting at this resistance level, so we might play around reverse, or we might just break through and keep rising. From the looks of it, we're going to keep rising, right, but time will tell. New Zealand dollar is ready for a buy also. All right, and this looks really good because we have all of this space to get to the next resistance level. So that is 83 pips to the upside, guys. I'm going to buy New Zealand dollar. All right, place my stop loss behind this minor support level here, and I'll put this to identify it. Okay, there it is, and I'll aim for resistance. This looks like a 1 to 2. 37 for 84. It is a 1 to 2. Guys, we are in profit on New Zealand dollar. So if you guys want the numbers, please let me know. I will pop it in the chat. All right, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate the love, guys. All right, here we are. Just getting rid of some of the alerts that have gone off already. And looking at dollar, it is continuing to fall. So news came out good, but you know, dollar's falling. All right, again, market structure is king, right? Tells you everything that you need to know majority of the time. News just happens to set it on fire or make it go completely in the opposite direction of what you knew it was supposed to go in, right? So it gets to be a little tricky sometimes, but I'll help you, you know, figure out how that goes, you know, if you, you know, get in the Discord, right? To, you know, just basically, you know, rock with the team and see how it's done. All right. So there's my alerts on the dollar. I'll put a little bit above the candle just in case it happens to go and do that retest, because again, we broke this low on the lower time frame. So even though we're falling, we'll probably do a little pushback and then we'll do the next fall. All right, but let's take a look at our trades that we're in. So gold, again, you know, possibly gonna go up. So if you guys are, you know, a little weary about that, you do have an opportunity to get out right now for just, you know, a 10 pip loss, right? There it is. Dollar's falling, euro's rising, right? New Zealand dollar is rising. All right, guys, we're in the money. Okay, so at least on New Zealand dollar, there it is, and euro dollar. All right, there it is, guys. Really good setups, really good trades. I believe probably by, you know, midday, maybe even 1 o'clock, we'll probably already have our take profit smashed just because of the market structure. It's so clean that, you know, with the momentum of the news today, it'll just get there and, you know, hit our take profit. So this is the way, you know, that we get paid on a Friday, right? Payday Friday, just simply off of looking at market structure and, you know, waiting for the dust to settle with the economic news for the dollar. It's really that simple, guys. You know, I stress this a lot because, you know, a lot of you are out there and you're looking for something, right? You guys are tapped into this and you're just trying to see, hey, you know, what are they doing? What is it about? Right? But you don't really know the power, right? This is serious, serious power, guys. You know, being able to make any amount of money that you want, you know, just by knowing how to read and understand what's going on with these charts and these candles, right? And these economies, right? All of you tuned in today, this morning, you guys all live Forex, all right? You've ever traveled overseas, you've exchanged currency, right? You've ever gone to the, you know, the kiosk at the airport and everything, you've done it, right? You spend money, right? You purchase stuff from China and everywhere else, right? You are participating in the Forex market. You're just not making any money. All right. I'm here to fix that. All right. I'm here to tell you guys how to take advantage of understanding what you do on a daily basis, how it reflects on a particular chart. All right. So we also had Donald Trump, you know, just getting, you know, his inauguration and everything. So with him being in office and all the policies and things that he set, that affects, you know, the economy one way or another. And if you understand, you know, some of the things that, uh, you know, go into that, then you'll know how to play, you know, some of these pairs as well. Again, guys, teach all that in my Discord. All right. And you will learn and you will earn. And then you'll be surprised that you didn't get in Forex sooner. All right. So the two plays that we're in for New Zealand dollar and euro dollar, we are up. All right. And we're getting nice size candles bullish candles to, rise up, guys. So this is going to be 80 pips on New Zealand dollar, and we're getting roughly, I believe, the same amount. Yeah, 80 pips on euro dollar. Now we're in gold, all right, but we may lose gold, all right. That's a possibility, not a guarantee, okay, but it is a possibility that we're going to lose it, because typically when the dollar falls, gold will rise, all right. So let's look at some of the indices. All right, they're dropping, all right, and that's weird because when the dollar drops, the indices typically rise, but I can see that this is just simply a pullback because we broke this high right here. All right, so we had a break of structure right there. All right, and this is simply pulling back to this fair value gap, which is giving us a great opportunity for a buy. All right, guys, so listen to me. This is how simple it gets. All right, I didn't do anything complicated. I didn't go into details about any indicators or nothing, right? This is just strictly looking at a chart and reading the market structure. Is what we call price action. Some people call it naked trading, right? Whatever you call it, it works. Okay, let's just put it that way. So I'm just pulling out Fibonacci to see. Yep, this is where to expect price to go. So again, I'm just setting those alerts to let me know that we're starting to rise on SPY, and then we'll most likely buy it, right? Especially if it breaks above this break of structure, right? Because it's pulling back right now. But if it breaks above, with the candle, the body of the candle right above this, then guys, we'll buy it right about there. We'll put our stop right below this swing, right? Again, showing this is the lowest price got to before it rose. So if we're buying, right, and it's happening to go against us, where's the lowest it's going to get to before it potentially starts going back up in our favor? And it's already telling you right here if you know how to read the structure, right? So we'll get a little bit more behind that, all right? And then we'll aim for a 1 or 2. There it is. I'm looking right here in the middle. In case you guys don't know, you can see that what it is. And then at the top, it tells me this is 44 points, right, to the upside. And then to the downside, it tells me it's 21 points. All right. So what I can do is I can set a buy stop order because I'm already expecting for a SPY to rise, and this is where I want to get in at. So I already know my price point, right? And a buy stop means you want price to go up, put you in a, hit your price, and then put you in a buy. All right. That's what a buy stop represents, as a pending order, right? And look, I can set my stop to where I want it to be, and I can set my take profit to where I want it to be. And now I can go and enjoy my day, right? I don't have to be looking at the chart 24/7. I've already done all the analyzing, right? I see what it's about to do. And so if I believe that it's going to rise, I have a order that I can put in place to take advantage of that. All right, guys. Again, very, very simple stuff. But, if you don't know, you don't know. All right. So that's SPY. Let's go and take a look at NAS. All right. NAS is a little, mixy because we're near this resistance area, but we're also, still kind of just rising. All right. When we look at it on a higher time frame, all right, you guys can see, we're failing to get higher, right? So we may drop, but for now, it's still just kind of in the mix, right? So not really sure what it's going to do. So we're going to leave it alone for right now. All right. And then going down to the Dow, so US 30, again, we can see that it's rising, but it's coming off this level of resistance, and it may just drop to do this retest. Who knows? It may even reverse. All right. But again, this is what alerts are for. This is what patience is for, and simply waiting for price to show you what it's going to do, so that you can make a move. All right. But US 30 can't really tell what it's going to do just yet. All right, guys. But just going back. All right, gold. It looks like we're still in it, but we're really touching. All right, so like I mentioned, it's doing that pullback to supply, right, to that supply area, right here. All right, so put my alerts up more. Let me know if it's going to drop. Okay, and let's go look at the dollar, see if it's still dropping or what. And it is. All right, so again, may get that retest and then may get the drop. Time will tell. But we've made our bet, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and we've gotten into some really good trades, right? All it takes is one, right? Really, for you to make any money or to even make good money. All right, so the New Zealand dollar and the euro dollar, we are in for buys, and then we did take a sell on gold, which is going against, right, what the dollar is doing. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes, guys. Everything doesn't always correlate the way that it you think it should, right? And you want to go with what the chart is telling you more than, you know, the correlation. All right, because you'll be shocked. You'll say, man, the dollar was falling, why was gold falling also? All right, and look, as we look at gold, it tapped into supply and it is falling. What a coincidence, right? So again, just little things, right, you learn along the way that make you a better trader day by day. All right, but yeah, we are at the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen, and this is my time. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I will answer you now. Again, if there's any pair you want to take a look at, I'll take a look at that as well. But again, if you just want to, you know, switch it up and really start getting to it, I suggest you come on in. All right, the water is fine. All right, especially in this cold weather. All right, you want a hot jacuzzi? All right, come on over. All right, what buddy say? Can I get a hot tub? Yes, you can. All right, forexwithbain.com. Again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. But give you guys a minute for any questions, comments, or concerns. All right, if there's nothing, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate the love. But one second, sorry, it's just getting that out the way. But yeah, guys, again, enjoy your morning. Be safe out there. All right, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, so tune in for the watch list, and you know, just get ready for another epic, you know, epic week in the market. All right. Meantime, in between time, it's your boy. Peace.